Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Lynn and I'm Pretty Papercraft 67. Today I am doing a little project for Which Craft Do You Do, and I am using the kit, the Layered Embellishment Mega Kit. This is a big kit. There's 36 pages and it is just great. There are lots of elements, lots of fussy cuts. The project that I created using the kit was just a layered tag stack, and I've used a couple of other elements. I've got a Tim Holtz key and a metal clock, just some charms, and then I've just gone through the kit and just picked various pieces and I've just made tags basically. I've done really messy machine stitching and lots of heavy inking. In between each tag I've put a layer of either fabric or coffee stain paper or what have you, and there's some vellum, and then I've also done some layering with a lot of the elements within this kit. Really nice. There's many uses, lots of different elements, florals and mushrooms. Yeah, we'll go through it, butterflies. So yeah, I just thought we might sit together tonight and just put a second one together, and yeah, let's see what we can create. A really nice idea. I've used some of this beautiful lace that came in my beautiful happy mail from the girls at WhichCraftDoYouDo, and yeah, let's just have a little play. So this kit, as I said, has got 36 pages. Now I haven't printed all the pages and I have been working within it, so bits and pieces, but you do get a lot of elements like this kind of thing. You get words and some number sequences. There's a massive amount of tags in different sizes. You get layering panels, all sorts of elements, floral elements, tags, and then you get larger tags like that. So just so much to work with. And then there's 4 pages of different styles of elements. As I said, I have already cut into some of this, so yeah, which we will be working with some of it tonight. And look at those, aren't they pretty? Beautiful butterflies, layering panels. I've just printed out some, I haven't printed everything, I've just printed some various elements. Look at these beautiful mushroom tags. Then you get plain tags like this for your backgrounds, and then there's also a couple of pages of vintage style photographs. So very nice kit. I will link it down below. Yeah, and it's called, I'll just mention again, Layered Embellishment Mega Kit from Which Craft Do You Do. So that is part of the kit, and then I have gone through and I have just fussy cut some elements that I think I might want to work with. I've just got some number sequences and some sentiments. There's a banner. I've got a fussy cut just some various labels and bits and pieces, butterflies. I've also done some sewing in advance because I like that stitching look to my projects, and I've just got other bits and pieces here that we'll pull out as we start playing. I've also gone ahead a little bit in time and I've just picked the elements that I wanted to use, and some of them I have sewn around already. So I started off with this stack, and I started off with one of the biggest tags in the kit. So that's this one here, and I have backed it already onto another tag. So you get 3 to a page. I think there's 6 designs like with script and so forth. So I've backed those on, and then I wanted a tag just slightly smaller for my next stack. So again, I've just taken the bigger tag and I've just cut it down about, oh, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch or so around, back to that one. And then I've just got a few other elements that we'll play with as we go along. But anyway, so this is my first tag that I want to use in my stack. And what I'm going to do, the girls sent me some beautiful stencils in my Happy Mail. So I'm just going to use one of these ones, and I already have tried it and it works beautiful. It's this number stencil. So I'm going to put a little bit of that down first. Just randomly pick a spot. Just like that, it's a bit faint. Just that sort of thing, just to give it it has got a script background, but now I've just done just some light stenciling of some numbers on there. And I have, I've just sort of chosen just a couple of elements that I want to work with on this big tag. So I really like the clock. And where did I put that? I fussy cut a here it is. I fussy cut a butterfly and just laid it up on some wallpaper and done some stitching with the machine. So I like that kind of thing. But what I want to do is, this tag is the same size, but I'm going to rip it down the center. So I'm just going to use my ruler, and I'm just going to tear it down the center. Oh, I should really level it up, I suppose, shouldn't I, to get a center. So let's say we'll go along that line there. And I'm just going to rip that in half, because I just want it to kind of like layer up. So I could use this one here. So I could have like that, or I could use the other side. Let me have a look. Well, I think I like that side better with the butterfly. So I'm going to give that a bit of ink. A bit of ink up that middle section there. And I'm going to lay that onto there. But before I glue it down, I'm thinking I would like the clock face to kind of lay underneath it like that. And then this butterfly kind of sitting like that sort of thing. And I might put a number or something on there as well. So I'm just going to give these a little bit of ink. And the clock. I just might cut these threads. All right, so I'm going to pop him underneath there first. And how is everyone today? Saturday night. Here, I've had a very productive day. Almost finished all that packing and getting sorted, ready to move. So, yeah, it's sort of now, it's sort of time now. We're waiting in kind of limbo now. So, but it'll be here soon enough. I think we've got 3 more weeks until we move. Now, I'm just going to pop that one straight over the top like that. I just like that layered look. Now I will, on some of them I have already sewn, but some of them I have not. So once everything is dry, probably tomorrow, I will sew around the edges of these ones. Just because I really love that stitching look. Alright, so I'm going to give that a nice press down there. That's a little bit higher through there, but I think it still works nicely. And then our little butterfly, I'm just going to put that right in the center there like that. Put just a bit of glue down here, and then he'll be kind of floating off the page. just like that. And then I've just got some little bits and pieces cut out here on the side, so I don't know if I want to put a number or I've got a word or I've got other words. What have we got over here? Don't know. I like believe. I think that looks nice there. So we might put that one there. So I'll give that a bit of ink. Bit of glue. And I'm going to pop that one just right down there. Oh, I love that. That's really nice. So I'll ink around the edges. And then, as I said, when it's all completely dry, I will sew around those edges as well. Just a little bit off there. So that's just an idea of one style that you can use the elements in the kit for. I'll just give all of this some ink. All right, so now in between each tag, I want to put another element, like I said. So I've got some lace, so I'm just going to cut that to the length, just like that sort of thing. So when I'm going to bind them all onto a binding ring at the end. So we would have that tag, and then we'll have a piece of lace like that. I'll just put that off to the side. Now, the next tag down, as I said, I've taken another big tag, and I have just trimmed it around all edges about, oh, I don't know, it's not 1/4 of an inch, maybe a bit more than 1/8 of an inch. And I've just laid it down on one of the bigger tags, and I'm just going to cut around. I just wanted this next layer to be slightly smaller than the bigger tag. All right, get rid of that rubbish. Have a sip of coffee. Isn't that such a pretty floral? I'll just show you some of the other florals that come in the set, like the blues as well. Isn't that pretty? So that was the size of this tag. So I just cut it down like that and backed it onto one of the plainer large tags. So now with this one, I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I thought I could do some butterflies because these are such pretty butterflies. So just a couple of random butterflies like so. And then, well, there it is. And I cut out from the elements one of these specimen little tickets, like a little label. And I just really thought that was sweet, just there, just to keeping it simple. So just like that. So I think I will do that. Just give these butterflies a bit of ink. And a bit of ink. I've already sewn around this one, so just to give it that stitching look. And yes, I will sew around the edge, the complete edge of the tag when it's all dry, when I've finished everything. So I'm just going to kind of put those down like that. A bit of glue. Kind of put that there. And I'll just pop these butterflies down in place. I'm not going to completely cover them in glue because then I want them to sort of have that bit of a floating effect, that they're lifting off the page a bit. like that. And then I just want to, the ladies also sent me some of these laser cuts that I just adore. So I'm going to pop one of the smaller number sequences on there as well. I'm just going to use one of these. And I'm just going to offset it onto that label, just like that, to really, yeah, it really will stand out. So I'm going to just put a little bit of ink around that one as well. And I'm just going to put that down in place also. Just like there. All right, so that's the next one. I'll give some ink, just put some ink around the edges. And then, like I said, I will sew all around these edges. But unfortunately, I can't do that on camera because I just don't have the space to put my sewing machine up here as well. So, but that's okay. Let's give it some ink. All right, so that is our second tag. So now we have the larger one, and then I'm going to put a layer of lace, and then we have this one here. Now here I want to put, I've got some coffee stained, it's like a watercolor handmade paper. Now I've wanted that machine stitching, so I've just sewn an edge, but I just kind of want to, yeah, I'm just going to fold that down about like that. I'll make it straight. Just about like that. And then I'm just going to rip that off. Like that. Now on this one here, I want to do some more stenciling. And the lady sent me this beautiful script stencil. I keep saying stamp. So I'm just going to lay that down, and I'm just going to stencil over the top of this plain piece of coffee stain. These are nice stencils. The plastic is thin, but it doesn't buckle. I've bought some stencils in the past, and they just kind of turn up on themselves, but these are lovely. So that's a really nice, I don't know what sort of language that is, but yeah, it's beautiful. The font is beautiful. So I'm going to make that piece of coffee stain with the stencil my next layer. So again, I'll pop those to the side. Then I went ahead and I haven't printed out a second page, so yeah, I don't think I've got them anywhere, but these are like larger layering panels or backgrounds. So what I did, I wanted a third tag, so I've just cut a tag shape from one of them, and I've just backed the tag shape onto another larger layering panel, I think they're called. I'm not honest if these are the layering panels. The other ones are bigger, so they might be called something else, but anyway, yeah, so I've just made another tag, and with this one I am going to use the layering panels, but I'm going to turn this way. So what I should do first is I'll just trim this away. These are beautiful, very vintage, very really lovely. There's script and coffee stain and all sorts of really nice patterns on these, and these come also in a myriad of colours. This is sort of like the vintage, but there's purples and blues and some pink tones. So very, very, very nice kit. You could use it obviously in vintage, but it would be really nice in boho as well with a lot of the colours that are in the kit. So I'm just going to take those layering panels, and I'm going to I want to again just rip down the center to give me a layered effect on this tag. So I'm going to, let's just say we'll rip the whole thing in half, because I will come back and use these. So I'm just going to kind of go there, and I think that's straight. I should learn better. So we'll just kind of go down there. Oh. I'll put that to the side, and then this one here I am going to stick straight over the top. So we're going to have like, well, that's probably a bit, that might be a bit wide for what I was thinking. So I'm just going to rip a little bit more off. Like that. Yeah, that's better. So I'm just going to stick that down onto there, and then I'll trim it up. So basically, I don't want to put glue everywhere, so I'll just go from there up to about there. Right, and I'm just going to stick that down. Just like that sort of thing. And then I'll just trim that out. All right. Now, I should have inked that prior to sticking it down, but we'll just do it now, just to define the two. And on this one, I've just picked, what have I picked? I like the mushrooms, so I've got something like that. And then I love these, and I'm going to tuck that one in behind like that. And then I'm thinking maybe just a number sequence like that sort of thing on this one. I like it. It's simple, but it's really nice. And again, once this is all dry, I will ink. So yes, I will ink, but I will sew. I'll sew all around the edges. That does make a difference. We'll flip through the one, the example one that I did earlier, which everything on there is sewn. So we'll do that at the end again. All right, so I'm just going to again pop these elements down. Just going to sort of put that one there. And this one. That kind of thing. And then there's a really, yeah, I think I showed you, there's also all of these numbers as well, sample and specimen, and then all these numbers, sentiments, and yeah, there's just so much in this kit. It's a really, really good kit. Now I'll just put a bit of that there. Just offset that a bit there. So I like that. I really like that. It's yeah, pretty. So then we've got this. I'll bring the stack back in, and then we'll put that one there. Actually, I just want to quickly ink around it. And then I've just got a piece of wallpaper, and I have done the same thing with some machine stitching, and I'm just going to again just fold that down and tear that off, and that's another layer. These are such fun to make, these layered tag stacks. I've made a few of them now and I do enjoy them. Alright, so we'll pop that one there. Okay, so we'll put that again to the side. Now what I've also done is, where are they? Just let me try and find them. I thought I had a couple. Yes, yeah, here they are. So you get a page or so of embellishments like this, but I just loved that. So I cut it out and I've just machine stitched around each panel, and I'm going to make that into a tag. I just love that. So again, I'm going to grab, where are they? Where did I put those layering panels? It's going to be too small. I thought I had some more. Bear with me, guys, bear with me. I'm just off to the side here trying to find them. I may have to use the bigger tags, maybe. I don't know where they went. Oh, here they are. Okay, so again, I'm just going to use these, and I'm just going to back that onto there just as another tag. And this one I've already done some machine stitching, so it's all shabby already. And I just love that. Yes, you can cut them up and embellish them and layer them onto other things, but this is nice as well. Just keeping them as they are and creating a tag from that. I thought it was cute. All right, so I'm just going to take that, and I just want to again see. Okay, so we're just going to go about there like that. And then I'll cut that out. I don't really want to cut my strings, so I'm just going to have to be careful there. Put these ones back as well. Put them to the side. Okay, so you've got that at the back, which I think is lovely, and then you've got that as another tag in the front. So many ideas. So, or if you could do it like that and then just cut them off as you need it, but I'm going to make them into a tag because I think that is really cute. Just give it some ink. Oh, maybe we could even put a number. Even that's nice, something like that. Or using a small one, something like that and that. Oh, that could be cute. Let's do that. Give that some ink and this some ink. And we'll glue that. I'm just going to pop, yeah, I do cover over some of this floral image, but I just like that. I love anything with a number, and these postmarks are beautiful. There's so many lovely elements in this one. Turn it around. And just kind of do that. Yeah, I like it. Nice. So then that's another stack. Put that there. Now what? Oh, I've got a piece of vellum. But I think I do need something else. What else have I got? I've got a piece of this. This is nice too. Yeah, I like that. I haven't sewn along that one yet, but that's okay. Now, I've got just a couple of the tags that I'm not really going to do much embellishing on, and I have sewn around them already, so I'm just going to cut them away from the backing. And I think these are so sweet just as they are. And just along the bottom. And that one will go there. And I'll just cut this one out. Again, I don't want to cut my strings. Okay. Okay, so in between that, oh, then I've got the vellum. So again, I'm just going to tear that to the height that I want. So just put that about there and do that about there. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be straight along that part. So I'll just trim that. And then I've got this one here. And then I also did that with the smaller elements. They're like a, what are they? Yeah, inch and a half, inch or so square little embellishments that I really loved. Oh, and I've got this one here. We haven't done this one yet. So what I've done with this one, this is 2 of the layering panels, but I'm just going to make that into one sort of tag. So first of all, I will, I'm just going to close this up just with a bit of glue. Just close that up. Now I do like the text, so I'll use the text there, and then I've just taken another one of those embellishments, sewn around it, and oh, I've got a choice of 2 actually. I might put, so I like this one, so, and I do, there's another little piece of the layering tag, so I might pop that one there and then use that and sort of, yeah, fill it like that. And then I've got another number sequence and I might sort of do something like that. So I really like this idea. So we'll put this together. That one I've already inked, so I'll just pop some glue. That along that edge there. Such beautiful patterns. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Beautiful colours. I hope that's showing up. And then we're going to take this piece, this panel, and I'm going to sort of put that there, like about that. And then I'll just put this number sequence down. And just put that one across there like that. And then again, once that one is dried, I will sew around the edges. So that's another one. So we put that one there, that one, and then we've got this little one here. Oh, we've got a bit of lace. I wanted to put a little bit of lace in between, so that one we can have a bit of lace like that. And then I've got another, I thought I had it, yep, another piece of lace. I'll cut that down the center like that, and then we can have another bit there and that. So yeah, really, really fun to make these little stacks. So all right, so what we will do now, we've also got that. Don't know what I want to do with that yet, maybe not this project. So now what I want to do is I'm going to, yeah, we're just going to start layering them on. But prior to that, I want to really rough up the edges to give them that really, really old look. So I'm just going to go through each tag and sort of rough them up a bit like this. I'm just using my fingernail and I'm not, you know, doing anything really rough, just yeah, a little bit, and then really applying a nice heavy amount of ink around there just to make them look really old. So that's number one. Even give that a bit of a squish. All right, so let's, as we work, now I'll get my crocodile and I'll get a binding clip. Or I think I tried to do this actually. I think you have to go large to small, so we'll just be ready for that. Okay, so then we've got that one and we've got our bit of lace. And then this one here, I want to do the same thing. Just go around. You could even, what looks really pretty too, which I have done prior, is if you've got gold leaf or gold paint, you can put a bit of splash of gold throughout that. Makes it look really pretty. I've just packed mine, unfortunately, so it's not handy. Yeah, and I'm just fiddling with that. I just want it to look really old and worn. And then I'm just going to, again, hit that with a lot of a really heavy ink. Alright, so that's another one, a bit of lace. We'll do the same around here. This one's not sewn yet, so, but we can still rough it up. Just like that sort of thing. Give it some nice ink. Okay, so that's another one, and a bit of vellum. And again another one. Now you could might have a tool. I do have a tool, a distressing tool, but again it's packed, so that's why I'm using my fingernail. Just like that. And that, and this one. Isn't that pretty? That's a really nice idea. I love it. I love that as a tag. Oh, give that an ink. That one and that one. And then this one here. And again, this one I will sew when I'm off camera. Just making it look really rough. Give that some ink. All right, and our butterfly one. So yeah, this is only some of the elements. I do want to try another stack with the mushrooms, because I think I love a mushroom as well, so I think they will look really nice. So I'll probably do that. Not tonight, but as an in-between project. And again, once this is all finished, I will sew around those edges. And then lastly, we'll do the big tag. Again, just roughing it up. just like that, and I'll give that some ink. And again, when I'm off camera, I'll sew around this one as well. All right, now let's layer them up. So we've got our binder ring, and I've got the crocodile. So I'm just going to punch a hole with my larger hole on the crocodile, like that, and then load it up onto the ring. Oh, where's the hole? There we go. And then I'm just going to thread our piece of fabric onto the ring, like that. And then we've got our butterfly tag. And thread that one on. Like that. Our piece of coffee stained watercolor paper. Put that one on there. And then this beautiful mushroom one. Yeah, I really want to do the mushrooms. We'll put that one there, layer that one on. Then we've got a piece of wallpaper, layer that one on. This really, really cute one that I just adore. Punch a hole in there and lay that one on. We've got this piece of, I don't know what you call it. It's like rice paper, I guess. It came from a very old photo album, the pages in between those very old photo albums. And then we've got this pretty one, that one too. We could put something on that, but I don't have any sentiments cut. Oh, I've got specimen. You could put something like that. You could put something like that. Oh, I like it, see, love it like that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll give that a bit of ink. Just to keep that layer effect happening. And a bit of glue. This is actually a postmark just off to the side in case I'm out of camera. But that's okay, we'll just make it work. Postmark and a specimen. I don't think it matters, you know. I think they're just, the elements work so nicely together that you can just put anything with anything and it looks great. Yeah, I love that. Look at that. How easy was that? Okay, so you are going to be, I'm just going to get a bit of glue away from there. Straighten that back up. Okay, so that one is going to thread on there. Then we've got our piece of vellum with a bit of a floral print. Bit of vellum, thread on there. Then we've got this cute little tag that we made. And again, we'll punch a hole and thread that on there. So you can get so many on there with these bigger binder rings. And then we'll do this one. And then we've got one more little bit of lace. Pardon me. Just get that threaded on there. And then this cute little one at the end. And thread that on there. All right, so now what I want to do is the ladies at WhichCraftDoYouDo also sent me the gorgeous Tim Holtz keys. So I want to put a key on there. And let's go for this bigger one here that says heart. So let's pop that one on there. Isn't that beautiful? All right, so we're going to close that up. And then I want to use some of the lace from the lace pack that came in my Happy Mail. And I'm going to use, I really believe that some of these, if not all of them, have been hand dyed. Because the colours are faint, but they're beautiful. So I'm going to use some of this purple. And I just kind of want to tie it around that hinge binder ring. And I'm going to do a bit of long lace, so I'm just going to kind of do that. And if my hands, I might make it a bit longer, and just tie a knot, trying to tie it on to that hinge there. And then I'll cut that. Where is my scissors? I'll cut that to length. I like it a bit long. I'll cut that piece like that. And then I'm just going to take another piece and just tie that again underneath it, making sure that I tie around that hinge. And that will just keep that hinge kind of hidden. Okay, and then just tying that on there like that. And I might just do a double knot on that one. More fumbly. Like that. And then cut that to length. Now I like my laces nice and long. All right, and there you go. A layered tag stack. How pretty are they? So, oh, my hands are dry or they're gluey or something. It keeps getting caught on the lace. So we'll just go back through it. So we've got our pretty key from the Tim Holtz range and these gorgeous layering panels. And as you know, I've machine stitched and roughed them right up and used lots of distress ink. I've got a lace part there that is stuck. Oh. That's right, thank you. Another little layering panel. I made a little tag with other elements from the kit, and I just like to layer these odd pieces in between just to give it a bit of bulk, a bit more interest. You could tear those out and write on them. Yeah, just a really neat idea. I've made, as I said, I've made many of them. Sometimes I hang them near my workstation, and then if I'm looking for a tag, I can just grab it off. Other times I've actually, you know, put them on the front covers of journals so that you've got like little journal tags, and they're just really nice as a gift just on their own. All right, and then we'll just quickly go. This one hasn't got as many layers on it, so I've got a different key on that one. I've used some of the same elements, so some of the layering panels. This one here, I just hand sewed one of the little discs from the laser cut, one of these little discs onto there, just made a little hanging, so that's really sweet. And again, much the same elements, but I have used different colours. And this one I cut from the element sheets and did some layering there, stenciled that one. Again, very similar with the mushrooms because I just love the mushrooms. Wallpaper, one of those beautiful floral bigger tags. And then with this one, again, I just cut the clock in half and floated a butterfly. And I did use one of these beautiful Tim Holtz metal stars on this one here. And they're all backed as well. So there you go. Very, very easy to create. They are such fun because sky is the limit. And yeah, my design team project for the ladies at WhichCraftDoYouDo. It is June now, so it's my first design team project for June, but I do have plans for a few more. But this particular kit is Layered Embellishment Mega Kit, so I will link that below, and I'll link the ladies' YouTubes and all that sort of stuff. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope everyone had a great Saturday and, yeah, enjoy Sunday also. All right, stay safe and well, and I'll see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.